Welcome to a lovely sunset here in the Eastern Sierra. On my way back from hiking, check out the glorious views. Alright, so why did I leave Slab City summer 2025? So for those of you who don't know, Slab City is located in the southwest desert of California at it's 76 feet below or above sea level. I can't remember which, but it is one of the hottest habitable places on earth, friends, in the summer. So I went through my first Slab City summer last summer of 2024. I did it with flying colors. I mean, it wasn't easy, okay? Flying colors is such a cheesy little saying. I did it well because I wanted to be there. But after being in Slab City for a year and a half and being the nomad that I am, the traveler, the van lifer, I wanted to experience different sights, sounds, smells, and my absolute favorite place on the planet is the Eastern Sierra Nevada mountains, which is where I am right now. I don't give my exact location for safety reasons, safety and privacy reasons. It's a very large and expansive area. I apologize ahead of time for the wind. I do have my trusty dead cat microphone, so hopefully that's blocking the traffic and the wind. I'm getting ready to go to a tunnel. So, hi, where you guys coming from? Go ahead in the chat. Where are you watching from? So I'm gonna go in a tunnel. I may lose connection. I probably should have waited before going live until I was through the tunnel. Or I could cross the highway, but I'm not sure where that ends up. So I will have a look here in a moment. So basically by the time, all right, so it starts to heat up. Okay, we had our first heat wave that was in the low hundreds in Slab City in March. So we were experiencing what the rest of the country usually experiences as summer in March. But I was determined to stay, even though I was over it and ready to go, ready to turn the key. I used to leave Slab City as early as mid-February. So, you know, to avoid any possibility of heat waves. I'm actually a cool weather gal. I probably would do well in Norway. As long as I'm in a cozy, warm cabin, not van lifing in the snow. No, there's no outlet across the way, so I may lose connection. What a bummer. Unless I race through the tunnel. I want to see if I can race through the tunnel without losing connection. I'm not that fast of a runner anymore. So, all right, and then April, I know we had another heat wave. May, you know, like for a few days, we'd get these little heat waves, like 3 and 4 days. So then June rolls in, and lo and behold, it was actually a pretty mild June. Then July rolls in, and lo and behold, that was pretty mild. When I say mild for Slab City, I mean low hundreds, 105, 106. July we did have 100, I think we did reach 119, 120 one day, but it was unseasonably cool. So I just wanted to fulfill my contract, my 1-year contract with Salvation Mountain, and get the heck out of Slab City. But the summer was treating us well, and I was like, you know, it made it easier to fulfill the contract. Now, by the time August rolled in, then we had temperatures 107, 110, 112, 116 with high humidity. The dew point was in the 70s, which is miserable. It's the equivalent of Florida in the summer. Really high, sticky, and then with higher temperatures, it just, whew, it's just really hard work for the human body. But you know, slabbers are troopers, and I was trooping through it, but internally I was just like, oh, I can't wait for that day, August 8th, when I can turn the key and go north to the Eastern Sierra, my beloved Sierra, as I frequently call it. So, you know, the summer chores, whew, day in and day out, filling giant water coolers and hauling water. And granted, my host made it possible by, you know, having hoses and pumps, but I was just, you know, like I said, I was over it. That's probably the common word I'm using throughout this entire video. So let me just tell I'm about to go through, and where I probably will lose connection. And if I do, I will see you in the next live stream. Let's see how long this lasts. It's an adventure. Look at the sky before we enter the tunnel.